And welcome back. For me, it's only been a couple of minutes. For you, it's been, I don't know. And today we're playing the White Sox. I don't know really what to say for an intro. Um, I don't know. Let's go see if, it's only been two games. Let's see if Berger's still on the MVP list. He's still on the MVP list. It looks like it's going to be going to Bobby Witt right now. But there's still a month to go. Juan Soto could pop in there too. No one's close on the Cy Young Award. Batting title, Burger's there too. None of our pitchers are going to be there for reliever of the year. Rookie of the year, though, is Burger, McDonald, and Veronica. So that's fun. Yeah, I don't know really what to do for this lineup. We saw the quick stats. We can go into more advanced stats, but I don't really want to. I did see, however, when I simmed here last time, that apparently when set to auto, I thought it still notified me when it did moves. It did not, because I was about to hit record and stuff, which took me a bit. I was talking to my friend too real quick, but I saw that for some reason when I simmed, they brought up Drew Shea and Richard Chase, who's probably going to be our closer next year. But you see, he's gotten in a game. He pitched in the Chicago game because it didn't notify me that it did these moves. So, and it sent Hannah down, and it sent Colin Snyder down, who, and look, Hunter's Marks is down too. But when did we send him down? See, it's just messing with things. I thought I sent maybe him down, but it's too late now. Our One of our best relievers is down there. Actually, screw it. We're gonna bring him back up anyway. Screw it. He's back. I don't know why. I said I don't know. I don't know what the CPU was doing. I switched the control over to manual though, so hopefully, if there's a move that needs to be done, it'll tell me. Because it normally tells me whatever normal settings I do, but it hasn't been lately. I don't know why. I guess this is intro. I don't know why it hasn't been telling me things it's doing lately. It's also happened on other games too, where like I have things set to auto, but usually it tells me, and they haven't been telling me lately. Kyle Manzardo though, he's up to a 67 overall, so hopefully next year he'll be our guy. I thought I made you. Didn't I make you a B? Did you fall down potential wise? I thought I made you a B because you're like in the top 10 for. We're gonna put you back as a B because you're like in like the top 10, I think, for the Mariners prospects. You're one of the best, their best prospects. You need to be one of ours. Because like, how can you be super highly rated but you only have? I don't know. Maybe I need to put him back down. See, because that's what he was before. So, boom. We'll flip it back. Game doesn't want him to be a top prospect like he is in real life. Fine. You won't be a top prospect. Also, why are you in AAA? You need to be like in AA. And you're 30. You get to AAA. I see. Look, you're doing much better in AAA. Anyway. Also, I know he's first base, but he's got decent speed. Let me see if I move him to left real quick. If it's not attributes. I just want to see if he goes up in overall. He does. We don't really need a left fielder right. still growing. So we'll put him back at first for now. But I don't know. That's really all I got for the intro. I'm just gonna record the game now. I'll talk to you after about what happens. I guess in simming to the Baltimore series. So that is going to be our next game against Baltimore. So I guess I'll see you there when we get. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Sorry. Talk to you later. Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's game. It's me, the announcer, Sharky Boy Gaming. Today we are at home in Austin, facing the White Sox. Two not so great teams, but ours is better. There we see Veronica Mars getting ready for the game. Leadoff hitter for the White Sox, also getting ready. Today on the man, we'll be seeing Carly Spears. You see there, 24 games, 10-9 record, 148 innings, 3.83 ERA, 1.20 WHIP, 84 strikeouts, about a 14% strikeout rate, and about a 5% walk rate. So she doesn't strike out much, but she doesn't walk much either. Leading off for the White Sox is Dominic Fletcher. See his numbers there, 239 on the year. First pitch of the game is fouled off. See, they're leading the White Sox in runs with 44. Shows you how well their season is going. And not great. See, grounds one to McDonald, who throws it over to first for the out. Almost overthrown there, but Brandon Belt's able to get it. See the lineup for the White Sox today. They are 15th in the AL in runs this season with 362. We'll bring up Colson Montgomery, rookie year this year, bringing him up. And 224 on the year. I'll take that for a ball. You see there, our Austin Roosters, 55 and 66. 11 and a half games back of the third wild card. Don't think this is their year, unfortunately. But we're still here watching our team grow. I mean, this is their first year in the majors. Montgomery has worked it into a 2-1 count now. See down there, Jose Ramirez continuing to lead the AL with 33 home runs. It's a 3-1 count now with Yoan Moncada on deck. Gonna fly out. Is McDaniel gonna get there? No, Speedy. Mother moves. Red Sox moves in 2.5 games of the AL East. Cubs are 4 behind the Brewers in the Central. We see some news popping down there on the ticker. In the rest of the MLB. Ooh. The Tigers trade with them earlier this season, sending our ace, Darryl Ramsey, there, losing to the Yankees. Team they are fighting to get a wild card to make the playoffs. Still got about a month and a half left of games, but now's the time you want to be winning, not losing. And losing to the Yankees is a big blow, but they do still have some time. Yoan Moncada up now. And a throw down to first. Back in there safely. Don't know what the throwdown was for, but maybe Tyler thought It's getting a little too far off first. Right to Riley to second. The first for the double play to end the inning. So a walk, but after that, a double play. White Sox do nothing. We go to the bottom of the half. See our Roosters coming up. On the mound today for the White Sox, Spencer Arrighetti, 22 games, 2-15 record, a 6.50 ERA, a 1.66 WHIP, 110 strikeouts. Got a decent strikeout rate at 22% and a walk rate at 10%. What happens? Here's our leadoff gal, Veronica Mars, 296 on the year. She fouls the first pitch off. See, they're third on the team with 52 RBIs. Doesn't swing at the changeup, but it is a strike anyway. See there. White Sox, not a great record. And Veronica strikes out on the changeup for the first out of the inning. Back-to-back changeups. Gets it right past Veronica. She looks like she was a little ahead of it and above it and just couldn't make contact for the first out. I'll bring up Joanna Becker. She's going to hit one into the gap, and that's going to get down. That's extra bases right there for Joanna. She's going to try for 3, and she is out. I don't know what she was thinking there. She at least had a double, but she wanted to try it. And ball well before, get there well before. Well, we're already at 2 outs now. Spencer Arrighetti only 4 pitches after the throw out at third. Riley Tall, 240 on the year since coming back. Could be a contributor to the record of our Roosters. Losing a big hitter. But it also could be the pitching. That wasn't Daryl Ramsey or Carly Spears and Regina as well. Still leading the team in pitching war right now. As Riley Tall works that one back. And almost up at her head. She's worked it to a 3-2 count. See what happens here. Riley Tall swings at ball 4 to end the inning. So nothing doing for the Roosters. Joanna gets thrown out trying to go for third, and nothing else happens. I'll bring up Andrew Vaughn for the White Sox now, here in the top of the second. 236 on the year, 10 homers, 37 RBIs, a 634 OPS. One of the young guys on the White Sox who they hope can have a breakout season soon, but looks like this season is not it. As he fouls the first pitch away. No, Carly Spears, since kind of becoming one of the top pitchers since the trade from Dale Ramsey, she has been really good. You saw her numbers. Her and Regina George, even though the counting numbers don't look for Regina, the WAR tells a different story. As she is one of the top pitchers in the AL in WAR. this team just hasn't been able to put it together. Injuries have not helped. But again, I said before, it's their first year in the majors. Let's see how next year goes. As Andrew Vaughn continues to battle up here, fouling that changeup off. See what happens here. Looks like she's going to try to get the slurve away. And she does. And Vaughn goes chasing for out number one. First strikeout on the game for her here in the second inning. As Andrew Vaughn goes fishing, but doesn't catch it. I don't know what that analogy was. I'm sorry. Anyway, Andrew Benintendi. So he takes a two-seamer for strike one. You see there, 240 average on the year, 668 OPS, 12 homers, 42 RBIs. Honestly, not a great contract for the White Sox, but when they signed him at the time, they were kind of a winning team. But then, I'll be honest, as an outsider looking in, an announcer, I don't think they should have hired Tony La Russa to be their coach. As a Benintendi, with an 0-2 count, slaps one the other way for a base hit. But yeah, I don't think they should have signed Tony La Russa as the coach. He was not a great choice in this day and age of baseball. But that's just my thoughts. As Zach DeLoach steps in, 269 average on the year, 799 OPS, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. Hasn't got much playing time. Believe he was recently brought up this year. You see there, he was the number 17 prospect for the White Sox. So he goes chasing that Vulcan change down, and people have been able to hit it. I feel like that's been a pitch that Carly shows sometimes just to be like, hey, I can throw it down here to get you to swing and miss. But so far, the White Sox have been expecting it, fouling it off, just like that one, as Zach DeLoach keeps his at-bat alive. Takes the fastball for a ball. And swings at the forkball for out 2. Second strikeout of the game for Carly. Second of the inning. Just way ahead of the forkball. Now these teams not really playing for much except for maybe a high draft pick. And right now the White Sox have a better shot at that than the Roosters do, as Miguel Vargas steps up and flies one out to left. Speedy's going to get there to end the inning. So Benintendi gets a base hit, but then the White Sox can't really do nothing with it. Middle of the order for the Roosters coming up in the bottom half of the second. We're tied 0-0. That'll bring up our right now MVP runner-up Burger McDonald. See there, first in the AL in RBIs with 92, 27 homers and 951 OPS, 305 average. He is definitely offensively the MVP this year for this team. And you see there, third on the Roosters in hits. See our umpire list. Hopefully Woody back there doesn't end up on the list. So far through what, two plus innings, or at least 1.5 full innings, we haven't had any real controversial calls yet, as Berger just rockets one up the middle, little behind a changeup, but able to fight it off into center field for a base hit. So the leadoff man aboard for the Roosters. Let's see that again. His changeup just in on his hands, but able to just smack it right back up the middle. And that'll bring up Brandon Belt. Free agent acquisition in July. He's hitting 283 since then. 884 OPS, 6 homers, 21 RBIs. He takes a curveball for a ball to start his at-bat. Berger got some speed, but not really a threat to run. So we probably won't see that. But he can definitely scoot around the bases if needed. That's Brandon Belt, and this is that changeup. I get a 1-2 count. What are you arguing there, Spencer? That was well down. Not even close to a corner. See, look at that. What are you arguing about? Do you need eye surgery? Do I need to put you on the list? That was nowhere close. How about that one, Spencer? Was that one close? Get out of here. It's a ball. Okay, now, Spencer, that one I will say you can be a little upset at. It's a close call. It definitely could have been called a strike. But we will take the walk. There are 2 on now, no out. Freya Allen stepping up. 189 average, 629 OPS, 19 homers. Taking a circle change for a ball. And misses that fastball. There. Yeah, she's definitely a little upset at herself with that. I would be. She's still ahead in the count, 2-1. Even after now ahead in the count, 2-1. Even after missing that down the middle fastball. And circle change. Way out in front. 2-2. Smacks one into right. Right fielder gonna catch it though. Berger tagging up, gonna go to third. So now we got 1 out, but a runner on third. Well, first and third. See if a Roosters can do something here as Tyler Soderstrom steps up to the plate. 257 average, 686 OPS, 5 homers. Since being traded over here. He's going to swing at a changeup in the dirt for strike 1. See, he's a little mad at himself for swinging at that one. He's going to smack one right at the shortstop for out number 2. Hit hard, but can't do much when it's hit right at someone. 2 gone now. To bring up Alice Bowles. See, they're tied 4th in the AL with a 304 average. 1 point behind Berger McDonald, who's on third, whose average probably has actually gone up with that base hit. We'll see next at bat if it has. Alice now. Tell you, this inning was a world of difference. Spencer Arangeti worked quickly through inning net 1. Now he's already up past 30 pitches here in inning 2. It's been a long inning for him. But he's ahead in the count 1-2. And Alice swings at a ball in the dirt. And they're just going to throw to first. Berger try to get them, bait them into maybe a rundown, see if he could get safe somewhere. But it didn't work out. Bring up Rafael Ortega for the White Sox. See there, 184 average on the year. Carly Spears, first pitch of the inning, a fastball right down the middle. Rafael taken for a strike. We'll take that change up and base hit past the diving Riley Tall. White Sox laid out base hit here in the top of the third. See the right and just out of the reach of Riley. She tried. Bring up Adam Hackenberg. See, zeros across the board for him this year. I Either he has been very unlucky, or this is his debut game, and he's gonna pop out to Riley Tall, who's gonna get this one for out number one. Leading now, back off leadoff man Dominic Fletcher. He takes a two-seam right down the middle for a strike. Glad he didn't swing. That's 2 times now Carly has gotten a little lucky. Close pitch can go either way. That time it's a ball. I personally would have called that last pitch a strike, but it's whatever. It's a borderline call. Umpire doesn't need LASIK yet. Fletcher fouls off another one to keep his at bat alive. Carly Spears taking her time with some of these pitches. Maybe trying to get the White Sox off balance? I don't know why they would need to get... She would need to get them off balance. And Fletcher goes down. 3rd strikeout of the game for Carly. We'll bring back up Colson Montgomery. He walked in his first at bat. And now he's going to ground out. McDonald's going to go the short route to second to end the inning. So a leadoff base hit for the White Sox does nothing for him. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the order, due up. Speedy McDaniel will lead off the inning. 218 average, 731 OPS, 41 runs. Speedy McDaniel was also one of the ones hurt early on. Not super bad like Becker or Riley was, but definitely was out for a bit. Still second on the team, though, in stolen bases, behind Veronica. So that is now twice Spencer Arangetti has almost hit one of our batters. Speedy has worked it to a 3-2 count with Veronica on deck. And he swings at the circle change for out number 1. 4th strikeout of the game for Spencer. And there is the aforementioned Veronica Mars. 0 for 1 today. There. 21 stolen bases for her on the year. 1st on the team. Now she's back home. Getting showing off some great listings while back home. In fact, I looked at a new place yesterday before the game, as she looks at that for a strike. And it's strike 3. Spencer's 5th of the game. We'll bring up Joanna Becker, who's technically 1-for-1 with a double, but thrown out trying to go for 3. And, you know, this is that... feel like the ebb and flow of baseball. The last broadcast game we saw, these guys faced the Rays, and Shane McClanahan, who was their ace, and we bullied him in the batter's box as Spencer and Getty strikes out the side. And we can't so far get nothing on a man who's 2-15 with a 6.5 ERA. We end the third, go to the top of the fourth, still a nothing game. 2 hits apiece for each team. See there, Yohan Moncada stepping up to the plate to lead off the inning. He takes a 2-seamer on the corner for a strike. No, Carly seems to be working fast again as Moncada hits one into left for a base hit. It was weird. Last inning, she kind of started to work really slow for some reason. And to start this inning, she's working kind of fast. I don't know what's going on with her today. But it's I don't know. I guess it's working for her so far through 3 innings. As Andrew Vaughn steps up, he is 0-for-1 today with a strikeout. He's already down 0-1 in the count. He's going to hit it to Berger. He's going to flip to Becker. He's going to flip it over to first for the double play. So the leadoff base hit gets taken away after the double play. We'll bring up Andrew Benintendi, who's 1-for-1 today with a base hit his last at bat. See there? Ooh. 1-for-1. Takes the first pitch a ball. See there? Benintendi won a Gold Glove back in his days with the Red Sox. So he swings over the top of that forkball. Down 1-2. And he will strike out swinging on the changeup. Well, as we mentioned, leadoff base hit amounts to nothing because of the double play. We go to the bottom half of the fourth. Still a nothing game. We'll bring up Riley Tull. She's 0-for-1 with a strikeout. See what she does. See there? Got it in a shift. Shift not as big as it used to be, where we'd have 3 fielders on the right side of second base. That rule has been taken away. Can't do that anymore. Which I'm glad for as the announcer, but also still kind of sad that the players couldn't do it themselves. I mean, they're major league hitters. You know, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I've said it before as the announcer, but I'm not a super fan of the sabermetric movement. Well, I shouldn't say of the sabermetric movement. I should say this more trying to go towards a 3 true outcome, a strikeout, home run, or a walk, as being the only important things on a baseball field as Riley Tull flies out. Because that shouldn't matter. Those shouldn't be the only things that matter. Base hits should matter. You see a shift, it used to happen all the time. I remember back in the day when I was younger watching them pull the shift on Big Papi, and then he would just bunt it over and get a base hit. I know he's not the fastest runner, as Burger McDonald grabs out there. But hey, a base hit's a base hit. You know? And that could really mess with a pitcher. Because, you know, maybe they're dominating the lineup in the windup, but you get them in the stretch, and, you know, things can change. It could be not so great from pitching from the stretch that day. And it's just the little things. You know, instead of just pulling the outside pitch, why not just go the other way with it? It'll be extra bases. Then you got a runner in scoring position. I just never understood why Major League hitters just never adjusted like that. Because, you know, they're being told just hit home runs, strike out, or walk. Who cares about everything else? As we see a strikeout there with Brandon Belt to end the inning. Which means still nothing going on here in the game. We go to the top of the fifth. I'll bring up Zach DeLoach. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. And he's going to hit it. I think it hit off Riley's arm or the base. I can't really tell from the speed. It looks like it was the base. She seems to be okay. So Dak DeLoach in there with the lead-off infield hit. So bring up Miguel Vargas. Last time up, he flew out. It's quickly down 0-2. It's acquired in spring training in a Michael Kopech trade to the Dodgers. Not going to chase the slurve, though. You know, you would think, at least at this home ballpark, being a not big strikeout pitcher could be a detriment, but so far Carly Spears has made work of it, although she gets the strikeout there on Vargas for her 5th of the game. Caught him looking right on the edge for the out. One away now. As Ortega. Berger's just gonna throw to first for yeah, see there. That was Adam Hackenberg's first at bat of the game. Don't know what Berger McDonald was doing there. I mean, there's 2 away, but you could have a double play. But Carly Spears has got Hackenberg here down 0-2 quick. She'll get him out on the strikeout for her 6th of the game to end the inning, but still just so confused on what happened there with Berger McDonald. But we go to the bottom half of the inning. Still tied 0-0. Let's see what happens. I don't know what that noise is I made. As Freya Allen steps up. She's 0 for 1 today. A line out. She swings at the circle change for strike 1. Just a curveball. Ball 1. Spencer and Gay's throwing a lot of curveballs in down towards our batter's feet today. And they've not been chasing for the most part. As Freya Allen fouls that one off. 2-2 count here. She will swing at a curveball that actually hits the strike zone. Spencer's 8th of the game. Just Apparently, it's a good day for him so far today. We got one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Bring up Tyler Soderstrom. He's 0 for 1 today. He lined out back in the second. 0 for 4 on the series so far. Takes an outside fastball for a ball. Swings at that one, though, for a strike. He's going to pop that one up. Shallow left field. Montgomery back. Makes the play for out number 2 here in the bottom of the fifth. It's been so far a quick feeling game. Not many hits and still no runs. Alice Bowles steps up 0 for 1 today. Looks at that slur for a ball. Tied with Veronica with the most hits at 144 on the team. A little behind that one and just able to file it off. I haven't seen a walk yet. As Alice, second, able to get there in time and throw her out at first. So nothing doing here for the Roosters. We go to the top of the sixth. Still a nothing game. Only 6 total hits. Bring up leadoff man, Derek Fletcher. He's 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a strikeout his last time out. As we see Carla get back to work. As Fletcher fouls it off. And Dominic battling up there. Doesn't want to strike out. Or ground out or fly out or get out. Harley taking her time here. 5 seconds on the clock. She's getting her pitch off though. Not chasing. And 96 on the gun for her. Wow. There it goes though. Fletcher tried to battle. 7 strikeout up for Carly. We'll bring up Colson Montgomery, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. And now a diving, can't make the catch as Freya, but she keeps it in front of her. Colson gets a base hit. Forkball. Way ahead of it. Pulls it into right. And Freya Allen just couldn't make the catch. But was able to keep it in front of her for just a base hit. We'll bring up Yohan Moncada. He's 1 for 2 today. Last at bat with got a single. So Montgomery, not a real threat to run. Probably their top prospect, though. Let's see here. Moncada. Riley dives. Throws it to second for the out. And oh, she is looking hurt on the field out there. And she is. Now bringing Blake Sabal to take over for her. I hope Riley's okay. Able to get the out, but... And they challenge Blake Sabal first at bat. And Vaughn's going to get in with a base hit. With 2 outs. Now I got 2 on, 2 outs. Just out of the reach of a ball. Ring up Andrew Benintendi. He's 1 for 2 today. On a base hit. His first at bat, last at bat, struck out. On 209 average with runners in scoring position for Benintendi. This Carly works fast, kind of quick pitches there. Lucky it's not called a balk. Benintendi out to McDaniel. McDaniel there for the out. So an unfortunate injury for Riley Tall. See there, top of the order coming up for the Roosters. Still a 0-0 game. Speedy McDaniel. He is 0 for 1 today. Swings at that changeup for a strike. See some action in the White Sox bullpen now as Aaron Getty's pitch count starting to get a little up there. And Speedy McDaniel, absolute rocket off the bat. Listen to that sound into left field for a base hit. Just absolute cracked off the bat. An amazing sound. That's what we call a perfect. You see down there, Speedy takes off and he is in there. Throw not even close to second base. Easy stolen base. 14th on the year for him. I see, look, that throw way in front of second base. Could have been worse. Now we got a runner in scoring position with no outs, and Veronica Mars up at the plate. She's going to fly to left, but left fielder's going to get there for the out. 1 away. Then will bring up Joanna Becker. She's 1 for 2 today with a double, trying to extend it to a triple and got thrown out. See what she does this at bat. She swings and misses at that slurve for a strike. Now we're going to look at the circle change though. She's going to swing at that one though, because that one's in the zone, but misses it. Just out in front. 1-2 count now. Doesn't chase the slurve. Or a curveball. That was a curveball, not a slurve. But she'll swing at that fastball, though, for the out. 9th strikeout of the game for Spencer Aaron Getty. And the manager says, I guess that's enough. He's having a great game. Not that many pitches. But the manager's going to pull him. Bring in Davis Martin. 32 games on the year for him. 8-9 record, 1 hold, 122 and 2/3 innings. 5.43 ERA, about a 16% strikeout rate. Righties hitting 304, lefties hitting 282. So there's Blake Sabal getting his first at-bats of the game after taking over for the injured Riley Tall the top half of the inning. See his numbers there. 244 average, 724 OPS, 5 homers, 18 RBIs. He's our backup catcher to Tyler, but he can also, as you can see, play other positions around the field. He's going to ground out to second for the 3rd out here in the 6th. So nothing doing still. We go to the top of the 7th. Still a 0-0 game. Surprising. Ring up Zach DeLoach. He's 1 for 2 today with a base hit. Carly starting out back with a fastball for a strike. So he fouls it off. He's going to ground it to Belt, who's going to take it to first himself for the out. One away here in the top of the 7th. To bring back up Miguel Vargas, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a flyout. McDaniel's not going to get there in time, so Miguel Vargas gets a base hit. With 1 out here. Let's see. Looks like he was down and set early. Maybe, I don't know what he was expecting. But he still gets the base hit anyway. Bring up Rafael Ortega. He is 1 for 2 today. That's, I think, our first real missed call of the game. We will take the strike, but I think that's a ball. But it looks like it's touching the zone, so maybe not. As Rafael Ortega now down 0-2 to Carly, who is working fast here. Ortega, though, fouls that one off to keep the at-bat alive. Trying to throw that two-seamer, see if she can get a ground ball for a double play. Goes for, I guess, a strikeout pitch up there with the running fastball. See what happens here. And they're saying Ortega swing. He says no. That's out number 2. I believe the 8th strikeout for Carly Spears today. And Hackenberg's going to fly to shortstop. McDonald there makes the play. So nothing doing. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Everybody get up. It's stretch time. Middle of the order coming up for the Roosters. We're still at a 0-0 game. Bring up Burger McDonald. He is 1 for 2 today. With a base hit back up the middle. He's going to start off the inning with a ground out to first for the out. I ground out to first for the out. Yep, I said that. Yep, definitely did. To bring up Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 1 today. He did walk, actually. I didn't know if I forgot if Spencer said he gave up a walk. He did. It was to Brandon Belt in the 2nd. Brandon Belt right into the shift, though, for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 quick outs for the White Sox. And that'll bring up Freya Allen. She is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a lineout. She looks at that slider for a ball. Swings at that circle change. Battling. Fouls that fastball off. Another one she missed. Kind of a hanging changeup. Misses that one, too. Looks at that for a ball, though. worked it to a 3-2 count now. And that is called strike 3. I don't know about that one. The Roosters go down quietly. We go to the top of the 8th. Still nothing. Bring in Hunter Marks now in the game. You see his numbers there. 43 games, 4 holes, 51 third inning, 2.92 ERA, 3.5% strikeout rate, though. He is not a strikeout pitcher. Another pitcher you would be surprised to have success in a hitter ballpark like Old Texas, which thanks to the Rangers and the MLB for letting us use it. Because it's our ballpark now, though. Here he is working. There's Dominic Fletcher's battling again. It's one to center field. Veronica Mars on the run. She's going to get there for the out. We'll bring up Colson Montgomery. He's 1 for 2 today with a base hit and a walk. Look at that big, slow, loopy 12-6 curve at 69 miles an hour. Nice. And you would say, oh, look, Montgomery's down 0-2. Here comes a strikeout, but it is Hunter Marks. So probably not. No, he's going to get a base hit down the line. Speedy can't cut it off. And that'll be a 1-out double for the White Sox here. Courtesy of Colson Montgomery. His 12th of the year. The ball boy just sitting there menacingly. Bring up Yohan Moncada. He's 1 for 3 today with a base hit. Moncada, years and years ago, was in a trade that brought the Chris Sale to the Red Sox. Was one of the top prospects in the game, and unfortunately hasn't really lived up to it. He's a good baseball player, but not what he was expected to be, unfortunately. Hopefully he can turn it around. He is still young. I mean, look at Jurickson Profar this year for the Padres. Well, he can still come around. He's worked it to a 3-2 count now. Fouls off the fastball. And fouls off another fastball. Keeps the at-bat alive. Moncada is still battling. And again, another foul ball. Hunter Marks really wants that ground out. Moncada is not giving him what he wants, though. Battling off pitches. Said he's going to pop it up behind home plate. Soderstrom there makes the play for the out. 2 away here in the top of the 8th now after a lengthy battle between Hunter Marks and Yohan Moncada. Hunter wins the day. But he's still got one more batter to face to end the inning. And that is Andrew Vaughn. It's 1 for 3 today. See, that pitch is inning 22 for the relief man out of the pen. Quickly down 0-2. See, that's just the thing with Hunter Marks. He's got pitches to get, even at slower speed, he's got pitches to get you down 0-2 quickly. He just can't finish it off, and Vaughn is gonna hit one into right field for a base hit, and Soderstrom can't make the play. A run has finally scored, and it's the White Sox who break the 0-0 tie first. They're up now 1-0. Let's show you from the show drone here. Just, again, like what Hunter Marks like to do, ground ball, but just in that second base hole over there. And uh-oh, here comes another ball off the wall. Freya hits the cutoff man. They're trying home. Beautiful throw. Cuts down Vaughn at the plate trying to score. So back-to-back base hits. Could be a 2-0 game, but a beautiful relay play. Cuts down the runner, but the White Sox do score. They're up now 1-0. See Ron Marinaccio coming in. His number's 2.77 ERA. Righties hitting 184. Lefties hitting 137 off him. As Tyler Soderstrom will lead off the inning here. He's 0 for 2 today with a pop out and a line out. So my squeaky chair squeaks in the background. Tyler fouls that one off. See there, 98 off the bat, just behind it. That's a ball you don't want to be late on or early on. It's a ball you want to be on time for. You see there now in the White Sox bullpen, getting some more relievers going. Looks like they got their closer there warming up too. Soderstrom has worked it to a 3-1 count. Alice Bowles on deck. Fouls that one off. It's 3-2 count now. Battles that one off to keep the at-bat alive. He's going to hit it to shortstop, and it's going to get there. Throw it over to first for the out. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Bring up Alice Bowles. She is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out. And she wanted back in the box quickly, it looks like. And she's going to go down on strikes again for the second time today. As we see here, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Speedy McDaniel up, though. He is 1 for 2 today with an absolute rocket his last time up at the plate. And stole second. But they could not bring him around. See, they're 349 against lefties, surprisingly. See, they're almost 41,000 in attendance for this home game. And Speedy goes down swinging. So nothing in the bottom of the 8th inning. We go to the top of the 9th. Still 1-0. They will bring in Kyle Nicholas, who surprisingly, lefties hitting worse off him than righties. Lefties hitting 216, righties hitting 295. He's got a 3.72 average and about a 23% strikeout rate. He will be facing Zach DeLoach here. He's going to ground out to Joanna Becker on the first pitch of the inning for the first out. Bring up Miguel Vargas. He's 1 for 3 today. He's quickly down 0-1 on the fastball. The beautiful fastball Kyle throws. Get up to 101. It's 99 there. Can't get him chasing that slider, though. But he does this time. For the second out of the inning. Bring up Rafael Ortega. He is 1 for 3 today. Looks at that 100-mile-an-hour fastball for a ball. Fights back with a curveball of all pitches. And then a slider that gets him to ground out to third. So nothing doing here in the top of the 9th. Top of the order for the Roosters coming up in the bottom half. Can they do it? We'll find out. There is their closer, Enyel de los Santos. 30 games, 22 saves out of 27 opportunities. So he's blown a couple. And we're hoping he can blow this save. As Veronica fouls that one off. It's a hard but foul. She is 0 for 3 today. You see, yesterday in the non-broadcasted game, we won in extra innings. And Veronica is gonna get a base hit to lead off the 9th. That's a good start right there. Our top gal getting the base hit, because you know her with her speed. She has a very, very good chance of taking off for second. Let's see if she does. See there, we look over. Yep, she's getting that lead. She's taking off First pitch. She does. Joanna lets it sit, and Veronica in there safely. 22nd stolen base on the year for Veronica, and now we got the tying run on second with no outs. Let's go, Joanna. Well, she calls time for a sec. Wanted to get her head straight, I guess. She looks at that circle change for a ball. Okay, De Los Santos. Gonna throw back to second. Trying to see if they can get out Veronica. I don't know if she's gonna try for third. She's got a big lead, though. She might. She is going for three. And the throw is up and offline, and Veronica is in there at third safely with her 23rd stolen base on the year. Now we have a runner on third, no outs. All Joanna Becker has to do is get it in the outfield now or past the infielders, but she's going to swing and miss at the slider for strike three. It's not great. That'll bring up Blake Sabal, though. He's 0 for 1 today after taking over for the hurt Riley Tall. Hopefully she is okay. Or not too hurt. Sabal. Just over the top of that circle change for strike one. See, they got the infield still in. They throw a pitch out to see if the squeeze is on. Not a bad idea, but I don't think Blake Sabal can really bunt that well. It's a skill slowly getting lost in the majors. He's going to swing over that circle change for strike two. 1-2 now is the count. See what happens. He's going to foul it off to keep the at-bat alive. You know, I hope and do something, but we've had a couple of runners in scoring position today, and two at third, and haven't brought him in. But I'm hoping, and he's gonna just throw down to third, even though Veronica was not even close to coming down. Okay, it's a ball past Montgomery into left field for the base hit. We are tied at 1, folks. Blake Sabal comes in clutch. I was talking about them not doing good today. I reverse jinxed us. We're back in this ball game. Absolutely stunning. A base hit. And we are tied here in the bottom of the ninth. Bring up Burger McDonald. He is 1 for 3 today with a base hit. Started the day with an average of 305. Got a base hit. Went up. And now it's back down to 305. And Berger is going to ground it to Montgomery. And he's going to turn the double play to end the inning. But Blake Sabal comes in clutch and ties this game in the bottom of the ninth. We go to extras. 1-1 ball game. Bring up Adam Hackenberg. He is 0 for 3 on the season. Today is debut game. Runner at second per extra inning rule. So he looks at that fastball for a ball. And the curveball for a ball. Gets a fastball in there for a strike. Now it's a 3-1 count. Three, 2. See what happens here. Slider, Hackenberg battling it. And a walk. So we have 2 on. With no outs, and that'll do it for Kyle Nicholas. They're going to bring in Craig Kimbrell to try to hold this down. Get us to the bottom of the 10th. Starts off with a strike. And Speedy running over to left, and he's going to take a weird angle. And the throw in could have got him at third, but it is offline. And now the bases are loaded with no outs here in the 10th. We could have had at least one, but we still have none. As Montgomery fouls that one off. Sorry, I'm just still a little speechless of what just happened. We could have had an out and the lead runner out, but a bad throw by McDaniel. Now McDaniel's running the other way. What is he doing? And just like that, an error and whatever Speedy is doing has led to Colson Montgomery's second double of the game, and now a 4-1 lead after he cleared the bases. And we still have 0 outs. Man. I'll bring up Yohan Moncada. So Allen goes over up into the stands. It's 1 for 4 today. He fouls that one off. But he gets out Moncada. And then Vaughn going to fly out to third baseman. It's a ball. Just chucked it over to Brandon Belt for some reason. But it's whatever. We got the out. Bring up Andrew Benintendi, who was 2 for 4 today with a double and a single. And he will fly out to right. Freya Allen looks to be under it. And she will be. But is the damage done? Chicago scores 3 in the top of the 10th. We go to the bottom half, 4-1. That'll bring in Justin Anderson. 7th game, 4 in the 3rd innings, 2.08 ERA. Righty's hitting nothing off him. Lefty's hitting 286. We'll bring up Brandon Belt, who is 0 for 2 today with a walk. And he swings at a ball that would have hit him, and we would have had 2 on. Instead, we're down 0-2. Let's see what Brandon Belt does here. Looks at that for a ball. He should be on first base, but he swung. He's battling though. Fouls that one off. Fouls off another one. Maybe trying to make up for the swinging at a pitch that hit his leg. So he works it to a 3-2 count. He hits one to the left. And the lefty fielder's going to get there. Burger McDonald's gets a throw, and it was offline, but not enough to continue on. Bring up Freya Allen. She is 0 for 3 today. She fouls that one off. Now, just a little down, the top of the inning, we would have had... It could have been still a potential 1-1 game. Freya Allen gets a base hit here with one away. Runners on first and third now. See there, just... Nice, easy base hit. Freya does have speed. Let's see if she goes. She does. Throw down. And she is thrown out at second base. Hackenberg, the catcher. Gets him this time. Delayed to the end of the game as Tyler Soderstrom flies to left. And we lost to the White Sox. Oh boy. I mean, there's baseball. You win some, you lose some, but with who they had on the mound today, with our offense, you could argue it should have been a blowout, potentially. But, hey, again, baseball's baseball. Everybody can have their good day, and the White Sox, they had their good day today. We leave here from Austin in the stadium. Lose to the White Sox today, but that is okay. It's baseball. It's not great, but it's okay. Like I said, you win some, you lose some. I want to thank you all for joining today's broadcast. We hope to see you next time. Goodbye. And we're back, and you see there, Riley Tall is hurt. And, my point proven. We absolutely crushed Shane McClanahan. And then freaking this guy, Spencer Arrighetti, I think is how it's pronounced, having terrible year. And we did nothing. We scored one run. You see what I mean? Like, that's the ebb and flow of my gameplay. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that. Let's sim through Boston now. We got swept by Boston. We came back though and beat them, the White Sox. Carly Spears. We just saw her, right? That's who pitched today. Kyle Harrison, Daniel Espino. We can do Daniel again. We've only seen him once. We've seen everybody at least twice. Regina, as much as I wanna kind of win games, maybe lose one more and don't win two in a row after this. Well, we look ahead to the Philly series too. We only have against Carlos. We only have Carlos and Ranger. So where was the? We haven't seen Kyle. Well, we saw Kyle against San Francisco. We saw Daniel more recent. So we could do Kyle. We'll do Kyle. Which will bring us another. Would it be Carly Spears? So it would be Carly Spears and then Kyle again. Right? Hold on, let me save real quick just to see. Let me save, and it will just sim. Oh, they would be in there. So then we would have to do Carlos again, because if we sim. I mean, yeah, so maybe. Because see, now I want to know if they're actually going to be in their jerseys. We're gonna take a quick peek. Just a quick peek. No, they would be in their alternate. But then I don't. So we look at the matchups. I know we did Carlos against Boston, didn't we? Yeah, we did Carlos against Boston. So, yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to see Baltimore's City Connect, at least this season. So we'll do Danielle. Or, I keep calling him Daniel. Daniel Espino. And then we'll go Kyle Harrison. And then we sim Kansas City. We do Cincinnati. Then we're going to do Oakland. Angels. San Diego. Sim the Angels at home. Seattle at home. And then we'll find our final game against Cleveland. And then it'll be the off season. So we are almost done with season 1. I'm going to hopefully try to pick up things more again. Although, I'm doing everything by myself, so I'm recording. Right now, I'm doing the voiceover, and I'm also editing. And, that takes some time when you're by yourself, but I do need to maybe pick it up a little bit. Because, we're in 2025 now, and we're about 3 months away from actual MLB 25, the show. So, yeah, I gotta pick it up. Anyway, I want to say thanks for watching. That was, I mean, look, it's, I know it's a video game, but I feel like it's the same as real life teams. We lost to Chicago. It's not a great time. We're gonna resave. I'm gonna save again. We're gonna do Daniel Espino, and next time against Baltimore, we're gonna do Kyle Harrison versus Christopher Sanchez for Philly, which I might record tomorrow. Well, maybe. I do need to do some stuff tomorrow, not at home. But yeah, we'll do Baltimore soon, Philly soon, Cincy soon, and then Oakland, Angels, San Diego, Seattle, Cleveland. And we'll be done with season 1, and we will do off-season stuff again as its own video. And then spring training, I know some other people I watch who do kind of more long-winded sports series like Good Game Bro, and Not the Expert. They kind of do intros of new players, you know, and maybe some preseason stuff to be like, hey, I had these stories. I don't know if I want to do spring training stuff. I mean, I maybe could with some highlights again of like, Drew Shea, maybe Jackson Joe, Wilmer Flores on spring training, or and Rob Snelling ring, John Beaver, as a story like who's gonna make the rotation. Even though I kind of feel like I know who's gonna make the rotation, honestly. It'll probably be Carlos, Carly, Kyle, Jackson, uh, Daniel, and Regina. Might be the long person. I might put her down, but it's hard to say because she's 3.2 WAR. We go over to players statistics. Players statistics. Oh, wrong one. League leaders. Sorry, league leaders. Pitching WAR. She's literally 12th in the AL. And she'd be a little. Wow, she'd be really far down on. Actually, she would not be that farther down. She'd be like 13th, 14th, 15th area in National League. So she's somehow. Maybe it's like let's just for her. Let's go look at the advanced statistics real quick because ERA and stuff is not her favor in her favor. She's 25 games, 7 and 11, 143 innings, 170 hits, 74 runs, 69 of them earned. Nice. 22 home runs, only 36 walks to 178 strikeouts. There's the 4.34 ERA, which we saw. We didn't pitch with her. We pitched with Carly. Right? Who did I pitch with against Tampa? No, it was Regina against Tampa. So, she's got the lower ERA. Whip 1.44, which is not that great. The 3.2 WAR, 11.2 Ks per 9, about 2 walks per 9. Home runs per 9 is surprised. I'm surprised it's that low. Normally you think, wow, that's kind of high. She gives up 1 home run every 9 innings. But with her, her home run rating being a 8, I thought it would be higher. Or FIP is a 3.31. Maybe that's where the WAR is coming from, because if I remember correctly, FIP, fielding independent pitching is the score determined just by things she controls, like walks, strikeouts, groundouts, and flyouts, I think. She can't really control groundouts or flyouts because, there could be an error. But FIP is mostly what she controls, and it's actually pretty good. So that's where the WAR could be coming from. Component ERA, 4.91. I don't know what that stat is. I don't know if that's good or bad. It seems bad. And her PFR is 1.5. I don't know what that is either. I don't know if that's good or bad either, still. But I guess the WAR could be coming from FIP. With what she can control, she's actually doing very well in that department. Because, we go over to our old friend, real quick, Dale Ramsey, who's having a tough go of it since going to Detroit. His FIP is actually higher, and that means, and his WAR is lower, but his ERC, his component ERA, is lower. So, but his PFR is not too much lower. So I don't know what those are, but I know what that is. And I guess maybe that is helping the WAR. His whip is a lot better. His ERA is a lot better. She has more strikeouts, less walks. Which, let's see how the Tigers are doing. They're 71 and 59. I remember after the trade, they were actually kind of falling out of the wild card for a bit. I think they were down like 3-4 games since the trade, but it looks like they're back up and tied. I think they're tied for. Yeah, they're all Royals, Tigers, and Guardians are all right there. Twins looks like they're potentially gonna take the division in our world. Even though they were bad this in real life, it looks like they're gonna take the Central Division to just unless there's a huge in-game catastrophic meltdown for them. There could be, but it's now working out for the Tigers. They're back up in the wild card hunt. Their Yankees have kind of fallen, and the Athletics are now ahead of us in the standings. We're down to fourth, which is kind of actually good for us because, like I said, what was it? The start of this video, at the end of the last video, when it comes to the MLB draft, when I'm rebuilding a bad team, and in the lottery with the lottery odds, I always fall. I have never went up. I've always fallen in the draft, so I want to try to get as low as possible in the draft, which is going to be hard because there's the Rockies, the Marlins, and the White Sox. So the top three positions are probably taken. And you can't trade draft picks in this game. Maybe next year, maybe. But I want to try to get as close to the top three as possible, and hopefully maybe only fall one or two spots. Like if we could, because I think earlier we determined we were the time 10th, and now there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 58. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'd be in the top 9, looking at probably the 9th pick right now without the lottery switching. I would like to try to get closer to the not too much higher. 5 would be nice, but I would take maybe the 6th pick in the draft because I have seen drafts where I had one where I think it was what you saw, the Nationals rebuild. There was a clear cut number 1 draft pick for, I think it was a second baseman, and I got the second overall pick because I fell from the first overall pick. I mean, it was only one, but I fell, and I was like, man, Kansas City is gonna the Royals, because at the beginning of when this game launched, the Royals were bad for some reason. They were like really bad, and they got the first pick. It's like, man, they're gonna pick this guy, and I having amazing pitching is nice, but this was like even like looking at the starting numbers were like, oh, it could be this or it could be that, depending on how much you scat him. Like even they were like really good, and the Kansas City Royals didn't draft him. The guy fell to me, and he came in literally as an 80 overall rookie. So I'm hoping to try to get as close as the top 3 as possible for maybe someone like that to fall to me, because whether it be hitting or pitching, because we liked our draft, but can never have too many really good prospects. Okay. Anyway, that'll do it for me. I think I saved. I'll save again just in case after this. But thank you all for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Comment. Hey, get down in the comments. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like if you're watching this far. And if you have watched this far, say, comment. His name is not Danielle. It's Daniel. If you watch this, comment that. Okay? Okay. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.